Breaking news from New South Wales Origin camp. Luai in, Moses out. Calf injury to Moses. Also in this episode, Kurt Mann, hooker, with Harry Grant going to the bench. Aaron Woods calls Billy Slater a grub. And also, does Benji make the tough call and not re-sign Api Coruscant and look at Taylor De Silva? And it's Dylan Brown worth 1.4 million. Let's get to it right here, right now on Barry Charles Footy Show. Welcome back, guys and gals. Yes, indeed. Jarome Luai is in. Mitchell Moses is out. After training, Moses pulled up with a calf injury and was ruled out immediately and could be out for a few weeks for Parramatta as well, as again his injury woes continue. Well, what does this mean? Because there was talk that maybe Burton could come in, but Jarome Luai has done it before and he did it last year. He's back in the bandwagon, and this is well, what did I say? Moses' last game for New South Wales. Well, it could be his last game for New South Wales if Luai comes in and they go bang bang with the three-peat. I'm expecting the three-peat. Luai, absolutely. Moses is obviously devastated, but for me, from what I've heard, he's out of Origin for the rest of the series, which means Luai is ready to rock and roll and take back his mantelpiece as the number 6, the top number 6 in the game. Very, very interesting. I think in terms of kicking game, yes, they'll lose a little bit, but in terms of out and out attack, Luai will bring something extra, and he will bring the mongrel into New South Wales to maybe win this game 50 points to 0. I am absolutely confident New South Wales are gonna smash them. I know Munster is the captain, and he will give his best shot. I just don't think they have the kettle. They have made a selection boo-boo, leaving out some of the great players, but yeah. But getting back to Luai, I think he should have been in there in the first place. And I think you'll see why he should have been there. Him and Nathan Cleary just click like that. With Isaiah, Stephen Crichton, I mean, it's just Dylan Edwards. The list just goes on and on, but this connection, and they will absolutely obliterate New South Wales. Yes, well, yes, so Luai is in camp now, and he's ready to rock and roll and get himself familiar with the plays. But he knows what he's doing. He's ready to rock. Yes, Aaron Woods, call Billy a grub, yes, on Triple M, giving it to him, saying that, well, you got suspended for some of your shenanigans back in the day. What do I think about this? Billy's persona now is of the gentleman, does the same thing, but he absolutely hates when anyone gives it to him. Absolutely hates it. He doesn't handle it well. He's not a poker face sort of person. He has raw emotions and absolutely gets trouble. Was Billy a grub? Absolutely. He was a grub on the field. Off the field, doesn't seem so as much, but you have those players in the game, the Michael Innes's, the Reed Marnies of this world, Jarome Luai. You need these players that just give a little bit. Spencer Linus in the game. That's what Billy did well. And remember, Billy come up with the shocking play in the World Cup final, gifting the Kiwis to win with the pass on the inside to nobody when he was going out. If you remember that was absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, it's good to get a bit of spite into this Origin, because it's been absolutely pathetic with all these media bans and all this. There's been not much hype. Who do I think really needs to get woken up in this sense? I really do think we need Queensland need the likes of Tino. He needs to step up his game. He needs to go to another level. The Hammer needs to get himself involved more. Kalen Ponga, he needs to go to the next level. Absolutely, they left out Reece Walsh. Kalen Ponga has to come up and lift the squad. So does Munster. Dearden will do his thing, but Munster, Kalen Ponga, Harry Grant's got to come to the fore. They really need to come up with this Queensland. This could be their biggest victory in their history if they can pull this off. I know Queensland have done it before, but I just don't think they've selected the right team to have any chance of winning this game. But yeah, it's good to get a bit of banter into the situation, and I'm sure Spencer Leno will get a big hit this time. What does Benji do, folks? Yes, what is Benji doing? With Api Coruscant, obviously the talk about him wanting to go to the Perth Bears, I call his bluff. See you later, alligator. I really think they're going to look at the future here, and Taylor Silva is the future. Api's past is used by Dane, in my opinion. He's just not playing as well as he used to. You can maybe give him one more year, but I think they should try and stay out. If they think Taylor Silva's the future, sign him up. Get it up. They need to go for it. But because the friendship maybe with Api and Jarome, that he'll continue on, but it's going to be a bit of a circus around that as we continue on. Benji, it's one of the tough calls he's going to have to make, and he's going to have to make it soon. Because I think he'll survive this season, but if he continues to struggle next season, see you later, alligator. You'll be out the door, Benji. He needs to find something. I think this season's gone. I really do. From what I've seen, I don't see much hope in them getting into the finals. With Galvin, yes. Without Galvin, they're going to have to find a number 6. Do I think Latu Whainu's the answer? I don't think so. I really don't. I hope to be proved wrong, but they're going to have to find a 6 or a 7. I think Luai goes to 6 and they find a 7. That's what I'll be doing. If you could find someone in the realms to get yourself around the park, like maybe a Sean O'Sullivan, if you want to go back to that, or maybe a Toby Sexton, maybe could be an option. I think that's where they should look. I really do think a player like Toby Sexton, Lachlan Ilias, can he do it? Yeah, they're all a bunch of the same. Maybe Tanner Boyd from the Warriors. This is what I'll be doing. And just put Luai back to 6, let him do his thing. I think it'll just release everything and let Luai just play his natural game. He can improve in 7, no doubt about Luai, but I'm just not convinced he is a 7 in my humble opinion. And I think the results have shown that at times this season. He's just not quite the director of the team, but we will see how that plays out. Dylan Brown, Newcastle Knights, 1.4 million a season. Absolute overs. They probably had to do overs to get him. I understand that. Is he the saviour at number 7? No way. He has not shown it at all. When he's been put into number 7, he's choked. What are they doing? What are they going to do with Fletcher Sharp? My money is Kalen Ponga is out the door. Whether it's next season or the season after, I'm hearing, as I've said all along, the Roosters want Kalen Ponga. They want him, and they will do whatever it takes to do it. Tedesco said he'll go to the wing if this means we get Kalen Ponga next season. This, in my opinion, is absolutely happening. He is about to quit the Knights, and I think you'll find out by season end where he ends up. Whether it's there or if he decides to go to rugby, get a fresh start, that's the decision for him. But the Roosters, Kalen Ponga, is getting closer and closer to going there. They want him now with DCE. They know Tedesco's playing well, but they could put Tedesco on the wing and work it all around to fit everyone in. This is what I'm hearing. He will take the pay cut to Ponga. He would take a pay cut. Basically, what they'll do is they want the Knights to take a little bit of the next season. Maybe so there's only $1 on the cap. This is where we're looking at. This is what Kalen Ponga, and then after that it'll be $1 million. This is not the big contract. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing, that Kalen Ponga is getting himself closer as Tedesco's retiring. This is what's happening behind the scenes. DCE as well. There's a little bit of rumblings, and maybe the Roosters want to pull out on this deal. Very interesting moves going on there. Does DC want to retire as well? There's a lot going on there. But Dylan Brown is not a 6. I mean, not a 7. They need a number 7. I don't know who they go to here. Jack Cogger is probably up there with their best. Jackson Hastings clearly going. If Jack Cogger's not on big money, then I think he may persist there. Fletcher Schaff will go to fullback for the Knights. But I'm sure that Hannah O'Brien might get to see the fruits of the labour because he will be sacked at the end of the year. Well, anyway, so Luai is back in Origin, and I'm sure New South Wales are going to carve up in this. I just don't see a way for Queensland to get enough energy to get this game. But anyway, that's Barry Charles for this show for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.